My name is Mark Kemp, and I have been a member here at All Shepherds for as long as Pastor Wendy and Pastor Craig have been pastors here. In fact, the Sunday before they arrived was Kathy and I's first Sunday here. So we've seen the growth that has occurred as a result of this community's willingness to reach out in the community at large and be able to draw in those who are in need of Jesus at this time. Kathy and I were really formally introduced to the community outreach as a part of a trip that we took in 1994 to Novosibirsk, Siberia, where we spent 16 days doing ministry to Russian children and, more importantly, to their families on a local playground. By the time we had our last day there, we had grown from a group of about 5 children attending a daily who's Jesus? What does he do for me? How can I show my appreciation? All those kinds of things that we do with our kids, to more than 100 of not only kids, but parents. And we invited those kids to accept Jesus at that time. And I know that many did. We don't know how many of the parents did, but we know that many of the kids did. I have taken that thinking with me. I've been very fortunate to have had the ability to do a lot of traveling around the United States. I was in Chicago for a meeting and had decided to drop by a Dunkin' Donuts, of all places, to just grab a cup of coffee on my way into the meeting. Standing in line ahead of me was a lady who very much did not fit into those who were in line with me. Her clothes were quite disheveled. She smelled a little bit, and she showed that on her face and her hands especially, that she had lived a very, very difficult life. When it was her turn to submit her order, the cashier, instead of looking at her, looked at me and asked what I wanted. And I pointed out very quickly that this lady was there first. And the cashier very quickly told me, oh, she's in here every day. She doesn't have any money. She can't afford to eat here. And I felt God in that moment. I always pray that God bring those kind of opportunities to me. And so I reached over to her and put my arm around her and I said, today she is my guest. I had the fortune of being able to not only buy her a meal that morning, but also to sit with her and then, more importantly, pray with her before I departed. Now, I have no idea how that may have affected others who saw that incident going on, or her herself in regard to her walk with Jesus Christ. But I do know that we, as followers of the way, are called to do what I did that day. Just reach out, provide a meal, provide your hand, your help to those people, and be able then to receive a giant blessing yourself as a result of being able to bless others. One of our members here at church produces these little tokens that he has shared with me. On that day, I had one of those in my pocket, and I very quickly left it with her with the condition that when things were hard, she would reach into her pocket and run her finger along the cross that is etched into that stone. and to remember that God loves her and that God will always be there for her, and that all she needs to do is bring those needs to the Lord, and that He will satisfy as she needs. So, Dana, I know you know who you are out there, and I have so appreciated the opportunity to be able to share these little tokens as I go around in the community. So far, I've given out, I don't know, 10, 15 of these things. But the importance of this is not the fact that I'm giving these to people. Rather, the importance of this is that, as I see it, is that this is a gift from our community to those people who need to hear the message of Christ. Thanks for your time this morning.